Alright, so this is what RoboCell looks like when we first open it. In the upper left corner, there's a stop sign, and then next to that there's a blue piece of paper. If I click on that, that will open up a new program. Now it doesn't have our 3D space in it, so we're going to go to File, Import 3D Model. You created the 3D model, and I saved mine to my Z drive, so that's where I'm grabbing it from. When I double click on the work cell that I created, there it is popping up there. Now everything's kind of all over the place, so I want a good, nice, clean way of managing this. So I'll go to Window, and then down to Simulate and Teach. So now I can see my work cell over here, and this right here is going to eventually become our programming space. If I click on my 3D image, I can use the scroll bar to tilt up and down. I can use the right click to drag to zoom in and out. And if I want to pan up, there's a hand and it says drag image, so I can drag that up and down. For the most part, you're going to want to be kind of around here so I can see where I'm going. Alright, a few things about how to create commands. So over in this side, we have in the program window on the left, we have open gripper, close gripper, and go to position. So open gripper is open gripper, close gripper is close gripper. Go to position, you're going to have to start naming positions and getting them to be remembered. So to do that, we're going to need to use this teach positions down here. We need this to be in the advanced mode. So up on the top, right about here on your screen, you'll see L1, L2, and Pro. We're going to go Pro for this.
Maya Hayward, this is what the main office, please. Maya Hayward to the main office.
We're going to go Pro for this and click on Pro. With that set as Pro, the expand button down on teach positions will open up this extra window. Now we can see X, Y, Z, pitch, and roll. So we have more control and awareness over to where our actual machine is. So I'm going to type in 99 for position number. I'm going to create a stored position number 99. I'm going to click on record position. Record position says position 99 exists. Now I'm going to say get position because I'm going to use the current location of the machine as position 99, and then I'm going to say teach. So now when I say teach, position 99 is going to be equal to the X, Y, Z pitch and roll of the robot as it exists right here. So now I have the home location. So on the sheet you have kind of this diagram here, and this is really well shown. So 99 is my home position. I want it to go down, get the cube where it exists to begin with. It'll go up, over, and down. As you can see on the sheet, 1 and 12 are on the table. 11 and 12 are above them. So I'm going to use 11 and 12, by that adding 10 is going to be my hover above position. And then they show you here, we're going to go position 1 to 11 to 12 and back down to 2. And that's on the back of that sheet. Alright, so we need to go over to get the cube. Alright, so I need to open up my claw first. When I click open claw here, it doesn't actually open up the claw there. To open up the claw, if I highlight open gripper line of command that I just created and then hit slightly above, it says run single line, it'll run the line open claw. So now my claw is open. Now I want it to go down and grab the cube, and that's going to be how I define my position 1, is where the cube exists to begin with. So if I, in the 3D image window over here, go to, there's a claw with a little green cube under it, it says send robot to object. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click on my cube. That puts the robot right on top of the cube. This will become position 1. So then down here, I'm going to type in 1. It used to say 99, now it says 1. I'm going to record the position, so now position 1 exists in its memory. I'm going to get position because, again, for this one, I want it to remember where it is currently. And then I'm going to teach it that position so that it has that as a stored position. Position 1 is existing, that's how I record it. Got the position, so that is where it currently is located, and then I taught it that location, so now I can say go to position 1. So that's actually going to be the line of code that I'll write. So back in the program window, we can go to position is just going to kind of arc down simply. Go linear is it's going to be sure that it's going in a straight line. And go circular we won't deal with for a few more exercises. So I'm just going to tell it to go to position. It says what position do I want to go to? I want to go to position 1. That's where I am currently. So I say OK. So now open gripper, go to position 1. I need to grab the cube, so I will close the gripper. That's the next, that's right over here in the program window. OK, so I've closed the gripper. To actually close the gripper, I'll click on close gripper and then run single line. So now the gripper is closed. You can also close and open the gripper down on the very bottom left. There is a open and close gripper button all the way on the bottom left. Or you can run the single line, either way. So I've got the cube. So now according to the piece of paper, I want to move it up. They don't give you a specified amount as exactly how far. I'm going to go about 50 millimeters higher. So if we're starting at 10.03, I want to be exactly above it, so I'll be at about 60. That is going to be called position 11. So same idea. I'm going to type 11. I'm going to say record position, so it knows position 11 exists. If I say get position, that won't make a difference because I'm already there. But we want to go 10 up. With this expanded window, what I can do is I can actually delete the z-axis. So the z-axis is the one that's coming straight off the table. I can type in 60 right here, and then I can teach it that position. So now I can tell it to go to position 11, and that will be located 10 millimeters above, or 50 above my current position. Also on this teach position, I can have it go to that position right here. So let's see if it works. Go to, it's going to go straight up, kind of pan down. So it went straight up from there. So let me add it to my program. Go to position 11. Okay. So we want it to go to position 11. So now it's going to go and do the whole thing. So let's just see where we're at. Back in the 3D image, whoopsies. Back in the 3D image, we can reset the very left first button here. It says reset work cell. Resets the work cell back to how we originally defined it. If I want to see what I've gotten so far, I can go over to my program, click on line 1, and click run continuous, run single cycle. So it'll go right from the top, should open the gripper, go down to position 1. It's going to grab the cube, doop, and it's going to lift it up. Alright, so now we've got the cube. Now we need to move to position 12. I'm going to pause this video and start a new one, just for the sake of uploading to YouTube.